Most of you watching this could double the amount of money you're making for free by doing the one simple thing that we're going to talk about today. So first, I'm going to talk about the problem. Then I'm going to go through an example and some numbers, and then I'm going to show you the solution, which is basically the simplest thing you've ever heard of, but none of you are probably doing. Or maybe you're doing a little part of it, but you're not doing it correctly. So if you sell anything on the internet, but more specifically for this example, if you sell info or consulting or coaching or agency services, this is going to apply to you. And it's part of the exact system that I've used to go and collect over 15 mil in sales for me and the high ticket offers that I have run for myself and partners and that sort of thing over the past couple of years. And you need to be doing this if you want to make all of the money, or at least a lot of the money. So right here, what we have is numbers from a client that I was speaking to just yesterday. And what was going on with him is he was saying, I made 10K this month. How do I make, I think it was more, but whatever. I made 10K this month. How do I make 20K? How do I make 30K a month? And he was like, I think I just need more views. Because the more views he gets, the more followers he gets, and then the more leads, calls, qualified calls, and closes, and that sort of thing. And I said, probably. But before we just go and blanket statement say we need more views, which is going to cost more time, more money, maybe we run ads, that sort of thing to get more views and more followers, what if we just did something for free in the funnel? What if there was something that was really simple and really easy that would make us way more efficient today? And this is where people are like, well, my ads don't work. Is it that your ads are bad and your content is bad? Or is that your funnel is shit? And so I'll explain. This guy was getting 100 leads for every 2,000 followers. That is 5%. And I was like, dude, that is a gap. That's not good. We need to fix that. You're only getting 5% of people that follow you to become a lead. That means there's something off here. Where our CTAs aren't good. Something's going on in this thing right here. If you just went from 5% to 10% here, you would double the amount of people that you're closing. That's how the numbers shake out. You would double. If you went from 5% to 20%, where it should be, you wouldn't just double, you would quadruple. So you'd go from 10K to 40K a month, and all you would do is you would change the efficiency of the funnel here, of the amount of people that are becoming leads from the followers. You wouldn't increase views, you wouldn't spend more on ads, you would simply make this conversion process more efficient with better CTAs, better nurturing. That's all that would have to happen. Now, 40% of people are becoming calls that are leads. That's great. There's nothing really to look at there. 2,000 followers off 1.2 million views, by the way, pretty good. Maybe it goes up, maybe it goes down a little bit. It's pretty good. I'm not complaining about that. Qualified, 22 out of 40 people are qualified. How many is that? I don't know the exact number. That's 50-something%. Not good enough. This should be 75-ish%. Right now it's like 50-ish. So there's definitely a gap here. We could definitely be increasing the amount of qualified people on the call, and especially true for close rate. Like, we can make a lot more money here, and because the close rate's high, the close rate is over 50%. What is this, like 60 something? That's a good close rate. So if someone's on the call, it's very likely that they're probably going to get closed. If we can get this from 22 up to 30, which is 8 more people, we're probably going to close 4 or 5 more people here. So if he wants to double, all he needs to do is get like a little bit more efficient here and a little bit more efficient here, and he's doubled. If he really wants to tighten down the funnel in this example and in this scenario, he can get this thing max efficiency and this thing max efficiency, and he's done like a 5x, a 4 or 5x, which is insane because he didn't have to spend any more money. Everyone's like, oh, spend more money, spend more on ads, run more ads and grow more and get clippers and content and this. Yes, do all of that, but do it all after your funnel is efficient, because you are probably sitting on a shitload of cash. Now, how do you know all these things? Like, how do you know 2,000 followers and leads and calls and qualified and closes? You obviously have to count, but there are a few things that you should be doing to automate it as well as track it correctly. So first thing is this spreadsheet right here, which I give to all of my clients. This has some dummy example data in here, but you can see we have views that we track, we have new followers, we have views per new follower. So we're seeing how many views it takes to get a new follower. We're seeing leads generated, so how many leads are we actually generating from that? We are seeing views per new lead, so views needed per lead. We're seeing calls scheduled, approved, scheduled calls. Sometimes we'll have applications in here. So this is obviously going to change depending on your funnel. If you're doing a low ticket funnel in here, you're obviously going to have low ticket purchases and the cost per low ticket purchase. And then you're going to have the amount of calls booked from the low ticket. It's a different funnel. That would be a low ticket into a high ticket ascension. Just like a webinar funnel would have, maybe it's call booked, maybe you do an info first, like a low ticket, and then from there you upsell them into a call, off of the webinar. It's going to depend on your funnel. Everyone has crazy funnels. This example here was a call funnel for an info coaching product. So you want to have a spreadsheet like this. You want to go month by month. You want to track your views. I have a virtual assistant that inputs all my data into here for me every single day. All my data is just in there every single day. It's popped in. The VA does it. They grab it from all the closers and setters and that sort of thing, and the CRM and all that, and my Instagram, and they pop it in here, and then we track it. And then we know, and we can make better decisions off of it, so we can make a lot more money. And we're always trying to tighten down these gaps. Now, another way that you can do this is you can track directly inside of your CRM. Some CRMs and tracking platforms have it, some don't. In our case, this is for ClickLabs. This is my software company. And unfortunate timing, we're actually upgrading the analytics right now. So I can't put, there's so many other things I could put in here that I can't put in for the video, but I'm recording the video right now, so we're just getting it done. We're banging things out. But I can have most of these metrics, such as like scheduled calls, new applications, approved scheduled calls, the amount of people on the landing page, qualified bookings, show percents, offer percents, close percents, which are all very, very important, okay? I can have all of those tracked directly in here, and it will show me the percent drop off directly inside of here. So this is done with my software ClickLabs, which automates it for you. So you don't have to go and pull it in from multiple different places. The traditional way is you've got like your Instagram and then your Twitter, and those are fine. You're always gonna have to pull those in, but then your email, and then you have like your ManyChat, and you have your form on Typeform, and you have your page views over on ClickFunnels, and you have your CRM with your close rate, and also you have to have your closers and your setters manually input their data at the end of the day. It's all these different sources that your VA then has to put into here. And you should always probably have a spreadsheet. It helps you visualize things, add things up, that sort of thing. But when it comes to ClickLabs, it will automatically do it for you. And like I said, if it was up, I would be able to show you all of it. But anyway, I think you get the idea. We went through the problem. None of you are tracking your shit. None of you are tracking it. I would say 5% of the people watching this video are properly tracking anything. Then the second thing is the example, which I just showed you how much money you are losing. You're literally losing probably, if you're not doing this stuff, at least 50% to 500% of your potential deals because your funnel is inefficient. And finally, there's a solution to track it easy. Use a spreadsheet, use something like ClickLabs, which has all your data in one, and you get it dialed in. You do it the right way. You become an actual business owner. Look, guys, my name is Nick. This is my business YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. I got more videos like this coming. If you want to check out ClickLabs, or you want to work with me, or you want any of my free resources, those links are below. If you want to work with me, or you want to use our software, we do have limited spots every single month. So if you're interested, make sure to go submit an application as soon as possible down below. I appreciate being here. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.